Okay, I'm working on user interface polish a little bit today. Show you what I've been working on with HP and mana bars. Took a little bit of doing, but I have some nice, kind of fantasy vibe frames around those. Finally have different color for my mana versus HP. So I do. Uh, this is kind of what it looks like in the designer. It's a little bit weird. Uh, kind of scale this down a little bit. It's not going to affect anything. So kind of use this as my base for the HUD bars for HP and mana. My bottom frame here, I'm calling this. I'm setting the health bar colors and background colors. Like if I'm taking damage, I want the background to show red. It's a little bit of opacity here. Have it set to 0.8. And my mana bars here. Actually, I want the mana bar to be a little bit darker blue. So I think I'm going to reduce my green and red here a little bit. I'll set my green to 0.3, my red to 0.1, and see what that looks like. Did that actually change? Let's see. Let's see. Blues. Let's just set these to 0. Leave my opacity, my alpha at 1. Okay, yeah, it's very dark blue. So, may want a little bit, not quite so pure blue. Do 0.05 red, do 0.1 green, and see what that looks like. Okay, I think I like that a little bit better. I'm really happy. Let's let this guy damage me. I want to see my. He's not attacking me. There we go. Okay. Kind of have the red background there on my health bar. That looks really nice. And guys, I'm really, really happy with the frames here. Um, so I'll show you what I did with those. But I want to do the same thing with my currency row here, kind of my build points in gold. I may change these icons. Not really happy with those. They don't. I'm kind of building a semi-realistic game, not super high fidelity, but I don't know if that quite fits. I did get that from an asset pack from the Fab store that I bought, but I'm not. Yeah, I may use them for something else, but I'm not super happy with that. Then of course I want to do something similar with it's kind of my ability bar here. Just kind of some funny default icons here, but I'm setting those in a function as well on event construct. Um, so let's how do I want to start this? Here's my currency row. I think I want to start by identifying my frame that I want to use. So I'll go to my UI folder. Here's some fantasy frames that I found. I didn't build these. I did do a little bit of editing to get rid of the background and stuff. So it's a little bit rectangular. Um, may work. See, I don't know if I want to individually wrap. Look at this again. Or if I just want to wrap the entire thing. What do I want to do here? I think I may want to wrap. I think I want to wrap the entire thing. May do some more spacing. So this one may be a good wrapper for that. I think for my abilities, I'll want to individually put a frame around each individual ability icon, so it may do more of a square. I like the look of this. What am I using for my HUD bar? I think I'm using 8. 8. So that's cool. I don't know. I'm feeling this a little bit more for currency, just more stony look, I guess. All right, so we'll go with 7. So identified that. Let's say I'm gonna have to change up some of this to get that to work. Okay. So my size box here, everything's fitting in this horizontal box. I'm not the best with user interface widgets, but I'm learning a lot. Typically, when I start adding in textures and stuff, they work really nice with overlays. So I think what I want to do is I want to wrap this entire horizontal box with an overlay. I like changing the names of these. I'll just call this the overlay root. It's my top level or highest level overlay that I'm going to be using. Let's see here. It's a horizontal box as well. Size box. I think I'm going to wrap this horizontal box inside of a size box. Okay. We'll call this, I think I've been calling it SB content. Okay, so that's going to fit under there. So I have all of my currency row info in this horizontal box. Now I want to add an image, and that's where my fantasy frame is going to sit. So I'll add this to the overlay root. I'll call that ing underscore frame. Horizontal box, I'll go ahead and rename that as well. Just to HB row, something simple. Check this out. Have everything in revision control, so anytime I compile and save, it checks out this blueprint. Okay, but anyway. All right, so actually, I'm going to change the name of this to currency frame. A little bit more specific here. I do have this last. Kind of the way this works, the user widget will draw the the last item here on top. So I want that frame sitting on top. I don't want anything overlaying the frame, if that makes sense. So we're going to go ahead and fill this horizontally and vertically. I don't want any padding. For the brush image, I'm going to search that fantasy frame. I believe it was 7. Okay, so that popped that in here. That's great. So okay, for my currency row stuff, I think I do want to center that. Leave. Okay, I may also want to make this bigger. Just gonna see where we're at with that, because that's probably not gonna look very good. Yeah. Yeah, that is squished to heck there, really. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I believe in my size box, I want to do some things here. Yeah, I have no padding, so that's an issue. We'll start with 24 left and right, 12 top and bottom. We'll do, okay, okay, I need to fill here. I don't like how that's left justified. Let's see what that looks like. Not great. Okay. One thing I do want to do, I want to increase the size of these just by a little bit. We'll do 32, 32. Do the same for my build icon here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna remove this spacer and I'm gonna go with padding for both of these. We'll do left padding. Start. See what 18 looks like. That's good. That's good. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, still kind of scrunched up on itself. I'm gonna need to think about this one. All right, let's try this again. Still tried a few different things here. I think it may be I need more padding here. I'm gonna double it just to see what that gets us. If that helps any. Does not appear to be. Now, let me adjust the spacing here. Like the numbers are a little bit too close to the icons. Do some left padding here. It's pretty good. Do the same for build points. It's pretty good. Keep the sizing there. Okay. Currency frame is very short vertically. So I think the issue is I just need larger top bottom margins. Let's just go crazy with the 0.5 and see what that does for the top and bottom. See what that gets me here. Okay, well that's doing something. I don't know if I quite like that look. I may end up having to choose a different frame here, but let's take a look at that again. Yeah, I mean I don't necessarily want to make it all that much bigger. May just be an issue with the frame itself, but I'll work with it a little bit more here. Let's change these to 0.4. Increase these a little bit. Let's see. Different frames here. Okay. Let's just go crazy. Let's do 0.75 here. Not crazy about what that's doing to me. Maybe. Okay. Oof. Don't like that. So I think really what I want to do is I think it's possible to get a look like that. Don't, it's not. Yeah, let me try a different frame. And let's see what 6. Ooh, no. Maybe a 4. Maybe the 3's not bad. That is honestly, do I not want a transparent background? Let's see what this does. Heck, let's look at that. Ew. Okay. Play around with this for a minute. Let's try this one. We'll do add a little bit of padding here. Do more padding. It's not doing anything here. Clear that. Okay, I almost prefer that. Um, so maybe I think the issue might actually be that I'm using draw as box instead of image. So what worked with the kind of dynamic health bars isn't quite working here. So I'm just going to simply try that, see what my starting point is here. So already it's 10 times better. Okay, let me go back to my number 7 there. I think I'm gonna like that better for this frame. Let's see where we're at. Okay, I say that, small as that is, it kind of loses some detail there. Let's see what, try a different one. I think I like that a little better. Okay. I'm going to need to change my size box here. It's going to matter a little bit more now that I'm using draw as image instead of draw as box. I'll leave that for now. I think my height was a little bit off. Okay. It's starting to come together there. I'll make it a little bit taller. Sorry, size box. We'll go 72. Let's see. Okay. So it's fully within the frame now. The frame actually looks decent. I don't like those icons, so I am going about a new icon pack here. I'm going to add that to my project. Works for 5.7, so I'll go ahead and add that. I don't believe I added this yet. Take a minute to download here. Okay, it's finished downloading. Let's go to. I don't actually. Well, I guess I could change the icons here. Let me make sure I'm not resetting them here. No, I'm not setting images, I'm just setting the values. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see what we have. Building material icons. A lot of good stuff here. There's a lot of icons here. I'm just going to search gold. See what we have in this pack. Oh, those are a lot of good ones. What's speaking to me here? Probably gold coin or gold coin 10. Box of gold. See what gold coin looks like. Gold coin, that looks good. I kind of like that. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Okay. Um, build points icon. Oh gosh, what can we use for that? Let's type build. Build points. Let's screams build points. And a hammer kind of. Kind of like tech build. I like the vibe there. Okay, let me come back to that. See what kind of hammer stuff pops up. There's lots of good icons. Build here. Stones. Bricks. Bricks. Yeah, bricks kind of neat. Do 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 do. You know what? Let's just go with this tech build for now. See what that looks like. Why? Oh, it's underscore. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Not bad. I'm not in love with that. Um, but I've got my frame. Got some new icons. Love my health and mana. Let's work on the ability bar next. I'm gonna actually change the sizes here. I have to change my frame a little bit. That's fine. Change it a little bit more. 80. Okay. I want to center both of these. Okay. Yeah, looks pretty good. Like that a little bit more. I don't know if I like the transparent. I'll leave it for now. This needs to be. Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't think I like that. What kind of hammers do we have going on? Do we have any other transparent background? Oh yeah, all the ones with gray are transparent. Okay. Some cool looking hammers. Ooh. 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 Ooh, I like that. Okay. Okay. Hey, let's see if I can get that a little bit lower. Let's see. Left region. Center. Row currency. Okay. It's already bottom aligned. Oh, I don't want to. Nope, don't want to do that. And maybe it's a padding dill. Top. Row currency. See what that does for me. Nothing. What am I missing? Okay, I found it. It was just my width and height override here. I do want to bring this down a little bit more. So I'm going to put that at -12. Bring the whole thing a little bit lower. I'm gonna go even. I may want to just set that to 0. I think it's fine for now. Really trying to picture how the ability row is going to turn out. Don't want a full frame around all of it. Maybe light frames? Yeah. Kind of what I'm thinking. Let's dig into that. Alright, moving over to my ability slot, user widget. Alright, I want to add another image to this. We'll add it to overlay inner. Let's call it image slot frame. Alright. I do want it to be on top. Alright. Overlay. I want it to be filled, and it is. I get rid of the padding here. Okay. a little bit of padding all the way around here. Around the image icon, which is going to be the ability icon. Alright, let's go with the image slot frame. This is going to house our frame. This, oh, here we go. I want to fill 0 padding. Brush. Oh gosh, fantasy frames, what I call it. Fantasy frame, there we go. I think it's going to be 3 or 4. Alright, I mean, it's already kind of coming together. Um, oh, yeah, I don't want that. Let's do, I like both of these. 4 is kind of basic. 3 looks really good. Maybe a little over the top. But I'm okay with that. Well, I think we'll keep it draws image just a square. I'll leave all the color and opacity stuff the same. Need to move the border key plate up. Make sure it's on top of everything here. Actually, it needs to be on the bottom. Let's do horizontal is going to be left. Bottom, it already is. Padding for the inside border, we'll do 4242. A semi-transparent background. Something really small on here. Font size, make it a little bit bigger. And you see what this looks like on the in the game. Oh wow, that's actually looking really good. The frames need to be a little bit bigger, or the image is smaller, one or the other. Okay. Again, take a snippet of that just so I can look at it for reference. Okay. Let's go back to my ability slot here. Okay, I think what I'm going to do first is increase my padding. Let's just see what 10 does for me across the board. It's slightly better. I don't think that alone is going to get me where I want to be. Alright, to change the size a little bit. This border frame, I don't need that anymore. I'm going to change the alpha to 0. Let's see where that gets me. Yeah, I think I want them a little bit bigger. Ability slot. At 112. Yeah, I think I like that size. I still want to get the little bit more of the image in there. Let me see how much work this padding is actually doing. Okay. Oh my goodness, it just makes the images that much smaller. Very interesting. Okay, it is doing a lot. Uh, okay, crap, where were we? Let's go back to 20. See what we're looking like here. Okay. Not bad. Well, so you know what? We just to be a little bit smaller. I think I'm almost there. Okay. 10 wasn't enough. 20 is too much. Let's try 15. See what we're looking like here. A little bit of gap on my second ability. I wonder if that's kind of a more of an image resolution thing. Let's go. Let's go 12. Feel like I'm not gonna be in love with that. But let's try it. Let's try a padding of 12 all the way around. That's not something that works the best for. Um, I can live with that. Okay. Man, this is really starting to look kind of nice. Now the question is, do I want a frame around the entire thing? Um, we can certainly look at that in my ability bar. Go to designer here. Ooh, it's going to be hard to visualize, but we'll be okay. Okay. I'm going to take my horizontal box here and wrap it with a overlay. Overlay. Go ahead and name this overlay ability bar root. Very good. Okay. So in this overlay, like before, I'm going to add an image, make it a child of that overlay. We'll call this image img underscore ability bar frame. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to start with this above my horizontal box slots. Just so it's behind the slots because I really definitely want the slots to be on top. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to want. Um, so I am going to need to overwrite. Need to pull up my calculator here. Oh, let's see. But I need to overwrite my width and height Um, my icons are 112 times 4. Probably want 8 units of spacing. Need 3 spaces plus 24. So we'll do a 472. Oh gosh, width override here. Height, we'll do 132. See what that gets us. All right, now finally, I want to look at the image. We're gonna set this to fill. That's interesting. Okay. Oh gosh, here's where we really have to decide what kind of frame we want. If that's going to be on top, I'm going to shoot for this one without the transparent background. Um, we'll try it. Don't know how this is going to turn out, but we will certainly try. Fantasy frame is going to be number 2. Okay. Could be really cool, could be crap. Next, I definitely need to center these slots. I think I'm gonna have to do center and center orientation in relation to that image. Probably, yeah, we're gonna definitely need some padding. We'll start small, I believe 10 for the top and bottom, 20 for left and right. Um, see what that does for us. Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's cross our fingers, see what this looks like. Definitely could be worse. Maybe snip at this. So I'm gonna have that as a reference over here. I'm gonna pull back up my ability bar. So I think my height override may not have been enough. See what 200 and 600 width overrides gets us. Alright, start to... It's definitely better looking at my... I don't think it changed the width at all. The height, it definitely helped. And let's play around with that a little bit more. Height, we'll go 240. Let's do something crazy and go 800 on the width. See what that's gonna look like. Yeah, width is something with the width is not working right. I have to play around with this for a second. Okay, I reduced the size of my image slots. That helped a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is reduce the padding between the abilities. That's a little bit too much, if I'm being honest. So let's see, I have 6. I can cut all of it in half. Be perfectly fine, I believe. Alright, I'll try that out. Okay. Fitting pretty well in there. Pretty well. think I could go a little bit more and be just fine. We'll do 2 and 2. All right, compile, play. Okay, the ability icons. It honestly, it's a little bit too ornate. But, I'm fine with that for now. I was just trying to prove proof of concept, get my frames looking good. I can always go back and change these, make them look a little bit more polished. But I'm really happy with the direction the UI is going. Very, very happy. Mana looks good. I'm going to take some damage here. Check my slab. Okay, taking a lot of damage. All of you can die. The other thing I want to add, obviously, is maybe cooldown animations for each of the abilities. So one, it's just a swing. It's not really an ability, so I may replace that with an actual ability. 2 is kind of my blink ability. 3 is my shield, and 4 is kind of the slam attack. It is taking down my mana, but I'm not animating those cooldowns for the abilities. That's probably what I'll add that to the list. But the interface is starting to look really good.